Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Krin, and welcome to the first video on this channel. Today we'll be playing some Satisfactory, and we'll start with a new game here. The session name we'll just call Revisions. So this game is all about making factories, mining ores, refining it, making stuff out of it. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game. I think we'll just keep the normal settings. Go and start the game. Now, I have played with friends on my buddy's server, and I've played by myself on a different world up to a certain point. So I'll be restarting it for this playthrough.
Planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure.
Alright, so that was just like a
atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3,
kind of just them letting you know what you're doing here.
Planetfall procedure
Basically just making factories is the basics of it. This initial scene and the game in general, especially at nighttime, really reminds me of other space games like Space Engineers. It would be cool if you could actually go to different planets in this game, but the planet that you're on is already super big. You saw in the beginning when I was first making the world, there was 4 different spawn locations. Those are actually on the same planet. They're not different worlds or anything. They're just different spots in this world. So it's a pretty big map. And here we are.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
It is a very pretty looking game, I will say. And that looks like Saturn, but I know it's not.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system. I am a node.
Skip. Yeah, I already saw that. So
First objective. Please dismantle the drop.
dismantle
All important
that.
fix-it data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Open the codex, sure.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your fix-it incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop
right
zone.
here.
Note. According to fix-it regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of
Again,
defense
put
against
the
extraterrestrial
hub
threats.
Right here. This is where, on my buddy's world, we have our kind of our main base set up.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal.
I wish I could just skip
Fifth
this tutorial portion, to be honest. So we can start making some stuff soon. I need to get iron rods. But for that I need iron ingots. I gotta go and mine some iron. And restarting is really kind of tedious, I must admit. But what can you do? We got an evil jit right here. Hog remains, there we go.
The remains of this creature might shed light on how to increase chances of survival. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Now, one thing I like about this game is that the developers put a lot of effort into the transparency with the community, letting them know what's going on, what's coming up in the next updates. And from what I've heard, update 1.0 is going to be coming out later this year, so that's pretty exciting. A lot of new stuff to come with that. And there is a lot of room for the game to grow. I did get kind of bored with it just because I must admit it's very tedious building different factories for you know, various different things and just having to keep building factories for various different things. But my plan for this world is making a main base where you got trucks and stuff coming in, dropping off ore from different parts of the map, and then refining it in this one mega factory. It just seems like it would be a lot better for my sanity, let's say, if everything's in one place compared to, you know, my other world where I've got 20 different factories around, and I need 4 more. It just gets annoying, you know, going from one factory to the other, and of course once you get trains it makes it a little easier, but until then, and maybe I'll change my mind later.
Congratulations, you have unlocked
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
building workshop, equipment, portable miner. 6th objective, complete hub upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node and
Well, let's see if I have nothing in here. We'll go ahead and put some of the biomass in there and that as well. So we want to make a equipment workshop. We need 4 of these bad boys and 6 of these, I think it said. I'll go ahead and put it just right next to the hub. Bam. And now we want to get a portable miner, so we need 2 iron plates and 4 rods. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and jump cut just to the completion of the hub, because honestly it's just boring and kind of tedious setting it up, so don't want to put you guys through that. I'll go ahead and a little jump cut going here, and then I'll see you once we finish the last upgrade for the hub. And we're back. So basically what I did was we unlocked copper and we unlocked limestone. So we got a copper node over that way and a limestone node over this way. I put a portable miner on each of them. Set up a smelter to help with the smelting process, and then the constructor, which has some iron rods over here, which I need to do the last upgrade for the hub. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. There we go.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building miner Mark 1, building storage container, hub feature, additional biomass burner.
Okay.
10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no
I guess
notes.
there's another upgrade. I forgot about that. I guess you guys are stuck with me then. I was wondering why the biomass burner wasn't in there yet. Shouldn't be too long though, so I guess I'll just put this back to iron rods. Put these iron ingots in there, have that cooking it up. So we just need some concrete, wire, a bunch of iron. I guess I'll show you what I've done over here. Just put a portable miner over here for the limestone. Unfortunately, this is an impure node, which I didn't realize, so we're going to get less iron from that. Correction, we're going to get less limestone from that. This is a normal iron node though, so that's fine. This one's normal too. And you can see there's a bunch of iron nodes in this area. Probably why it's the easiest zone to spawn in, because you get so much of generally every resource. You've got a bunch of iron nodes around, a few copper nodes, some limestone nodes, and if you go further south, I want to say, there's one coal, but it's a pure coal node. And if you go further north into the water basin over that way, there is some more coal for those coal power plants. So a lot of stuff for especially the beginning game. A lot of different resources for you to gobble up. Another limestone right here, of course it's impure. So now we'll just head back, have the iron smelt, because that's going to be our biggest obstacle, I'm thinking. We should be able to get the wire and the concrete relatively quickly. So it's just going to be the iron rods and the iron sheets that we're going to have some trouble with. Put the iron in there. We've actually got a second biomass burner too. So I need to go get some more fuel. Can't make biofuel yet. So put 21 leaves in it. It's not going to last us very long, but whatever. So we can make a bunch of wire. Might as well do that. I think we need 100 for the next upgrade. Concrete, we need 50, so we're should have 17 off. Alright, so here's the concrete and wire done. Get the iron rods cooking, iron ingots cooking. Put those in there. I'm gonna just go around and get some more leaves and crap in the meantime. I want that shutting off. Okay. Crisis averted. Maybe. Yep, we're good. Some extra iron, put that in there. And this is really just a waiting game at this point. Running back and forth, getting the stuff from the portable miners. Eventually, once we get the next upgrade, we'll unlock the portable biomass generator, which I guess we don't need to wait for it to start setting up the miners over here, but it'd be easier. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, and I've had a change of heart as well. I originally said I was going to do a mega factory. I think that's going to be the end goal. But because the logistics are going to be so difficult starting out, I'm going to do some smaller factories in the meantime. And then once I unlock trucks, at that point I'm going to probably turn my attention into making a mega factory. And maybe even after the trucks. Maybe I'll do it after I unlock the blueprint designer, because that way I can actually make the building much more efficiently. Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but the most efficient way to build a anything really is just put down a 3x3 in the or a 4x4 in the blueprint builder, and then just use that. So that's kind of the plan moving forward. But I don't remember, I don't remember where it is in the milestones. Hopefully it's like somewhere around here, but we'll see. Okay, so I think I have decided to make a constructor. I need more reinforced iron plates. Give me a second. Need some more screws for this. I'm going to make a second constructor, probably leading out of the... oh, I need more iron plates. That's what that was. Probably leading out of the smelter over there. And that should increase our efficiency a little bit. Honestly, starting out, it's quite tedious doing all this work. Some more iron plates, of course. I can actually start making iron plates in this thing now. Okay, so now this machine makes iron ingots. The iron ingots go into the constructor. Power that up. The constructor makes iron plates. Just a little bit more automated, so we don't have to go back and forth between the smelter and the constructor. But we will come over here and grab this iron out of here. Sloop. come back here and just pretty much keep feeding it in there. So how you guys doing? This is the first video on the channel, so I've done YouTube before, back when I was, you know, pretty young and back in middle school. Of course, I'm much older now, but back then it was always my dream to be a YouTube star. At some point or another, I kind of stopped thinking about that. Not that it became less glamorous to me, but you know, stuff happened. I got into high school and just kind of slipped out of recording videos, and I've tried starting it up a few times, but nothing really stuck, you know. So we'll see how this one turns out. This attempt, I'm looking forward to it, just as a side thing, you know. When I get the free time, I'm not looking to put a bunch of time into it or anything. Just, you know, again, whenever I have the time, just come over here and, you know, do some maybe some streaming, but mainly recording videos. I'm not a huge fan of streaming, if I'm being honest. But yeah, in my normal life, I've been reading a bunch of different series of manga. You guys couldn't tell, I'm a big anime manga fan. And a few weeks ago, I started reading Berserk. Peak series right there, man. For the longest time, I've heard of Berserk and seen the memes about it and everything, and didn't really understand them. But then I started reading it, and I will admit, the first few chapters, I was like, you know, slumped. I was like, what is this? It's kind of mid. But as I kept reading, and you know, we got to Guts's backstory, learning more about, you know, what made him the person he was. Really just made you think, man. Made you think. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm about chapter 100 right now. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Guts. Basically just be a complete and total badass. So, other than that, I started reading Kimi no koto ga dai 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 daisuki hyakunin no kanojo, which English title is just The 100 Girlfriends That Really, 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 Really Love You. And initially, I didn't know what to expect, but honestly, it's surprisingly good. I figured it would just be another, you know, run-of-the-mill rom-com, but no, it is actually quite funny, and it's more of a comedy than... There's more com than there is rom, if that makes sense. At least that's the way I see it, and I've got a few chuckles out of it. So far. But yeah, other than that, as far as anime I've watched, I just recently finished Nagi no Asukara, A Lull in the Sea. Really enjoyed that series. Again, initially I wasn't super big into it for the first few episodes, but then it really just hooked me, and I finished it and I was like, wow, that is fantastic. Really glad that I watched that. Favorite part of the show is probably the relationship between Chisaki and what's that dude's name? The other guy, the land dweller, Tsumugu. That's the one. Yeah, I like seeing their relationship develop, and honestly, I enjoyed that one more than the main couple, to be honest. Okay, here we go. We got the 6th upgrade for the hub. Looking good.
Congratulations. You have unlocked.
And we got space
Building,
elevator,
space
biomass
elevator.
burner.
Building, biomass burner.
Biomass,
Heart,
that's big.
Biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge.
Alright.
The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Alright, well done. So now we've unlocked Tier 1 and Tier 2 stuff. Logistics Mark II. So this stuff does not look like it has the trucks, which is okay. I'm thinking what we will start with. Look at the tier 1 stuff. Probably the logistics, so we can get the splitters and mergers, so we can get some manifolds going. That or base building, because we will need the foundations. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the base building. So we need 200 concrete, 100 iron plates, and 100 iron rods. Okay. So we're gonna have to. We need for the bio generator. We need iron rods, plates, and copper wire. Got a bunch of copper on us, so we'll make use of it. And now for the iron stuff. Okay, that should be about everything we need. Maybe a little bit more iron plates. In the meantime, back on the topic of anime manga. Just earlier today, actually, I watched Kimi no Na wa, Your Name, for the first time. I had heard a lot of good things about it, and you know, I'd been meaning to watch it, but I just never really found the opportunity, so to speak. Kept forgetting that like pirating is super easy nowadays. So honestly, I wanted to watch it in theaters, but wasn't really into that kind of stuff whenever it came out, so it's kind of left in the dust there. But I watched it and it was very good. Definitely a, I don't know if I'd say it's a 10 out of 10. Probably 9 out of 10. I might say it's a 10 out of 10. Screw it, it's a 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, great storytelling, and luckily I wasn't spoiled too much, despite me, you know, not having watched it when it first released. But anyways, back to the game. Now that we've got a biomass generator, biomass burner as it's called, we'll put it right here in the middle of these iron nodes. We'll pick up the miner, and we will make a miner Mark 1. Very good. So this miner Mark 1 will give us 60 iron per minute. That is enough to power 2 smelters, which we have enough for, barely. So we will go ahead and do bop, bop. Now, unfortunately, I just realized that we don't have a splitter, so we will actually just have to be bottlenecked right now, but future-proofing, you know? So we will come over here real quick. Guess we'll put the leaves in. Make some more iron ingots real quick, so I can make some plates. Actually, let me see what I need for the constructor. I'll need, yeah, I need more plates and screws, so another time lapse. Okay, so for now we will just stick to, we have enough for conveyors. Cool. We'll stick to, we might need more iron rods, but we'll stick to 1 constructor. Stick it right there. Power pole right there. Power these suckers. I guess we're just alright, right? What else do I need to do? Oh, should be it. So now we can put the biofuel in here. This should be able to produce 30 megawatts at max capacity, so we should be alright in that regard. miner starting up. We'll get the smelter getting iron. And I guess for this one, we will go with iron plates because iron rods are somewhat easier to make. We also have decent amount of iron plates right now. So we'll come back over here and that's all done. So we got 61 for that. Thinking I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this constructor. And now one of the miner constructor. I think we'll use another biomass generator. So we'll make some more copper real quick. I'm thinking I'll go and automate the copper up there. Plan is just to automate the copper. We already did the iron, and then lastly the limestone. I'm thinking we'll get the base building milestone and then in the episode there. But for now, we'll just get this wire, some iron rods, and then we'll head over to the copper ore area and set that thing up. Okay, that should be good for now. We'll make our way over to the copper ore area. Before we do that, let me just check on this over here. We'll grab some leaves on the way there. Let's probably go make some more biofuel as well before I leave, actually. Let's see. Yep, going along just nicely. That's a bunch of iron plates there. Let me go and make some more biomass, and I'll make my way over to the copper ore area. Okay, here we are at the copper spot. I'm going to pick up that miner, drop another miner down. We will make it aiming this way because we don't have any vertical conveyors yet. Going to plop down that biomass burner. I'm gonna hold off on powering it just for a moment. I get the smelter up and running. Missing some iron rods. Gosh dang it. Alright, looks like I'm gonna be moving over there. Okay, here we are back at the copper area. Put the smelter down right there. Constructor right there. And then we'll just put a little storage container right here, which we just have enough for. Oh, let's move that over a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. And now we can connect everything up. Is that everything? 1, 2, 3, yep. We'll go and put some biofuel in there, put 140, sure. Once again, we have plenty of capacity. Miner starting, we'll get that copper ingot, and then we'll put that to wire. It's going through nicely. So one thing about this game that you've got to keep in mind is flow rate. So if you look over here, you can see 1 copper ore makes 1 copper ingot. And you see below that copper ore it says 30 per minute is what we're making, or what we're taking on the input side. That's what we're taking per minute, 30 copper ore per minute. And that's really what you want to look at, is the per minute stuff. So if you look at the miner mark 1, this is a normal node, so it's going to give us 60 copper per minute. So as you can see, what's going to happen is this is going to fill up. And once this fills up, we're going to be bottlenecked, essentially, by this smelter. So what that means to me is if we get a splitter, we can split this line off to 2 separate smelters, because each smelter takes 30, and this miner is producing 60. That would be operating at peak efficiency, 100% efficiency. Then we look at the back side. This one's making 30 copper per ingot, or per minute. and this constructor is only taking 15 per minute. So you reckon that I could split this off again, and that would be 2 constructors making maybe 60 wire per minute. But then you take into consideration that we've got the other line that we'd split off eventually for another smelter. That's another 2 constructors for an additional 60 wire per minute. So we're making 120 wire per minute essentially at that point, which is more than enough wire for what we'll ever need, to be honest. So we'll probably end up using some of those other constructors for copper sheets, and then maybe add another constructor for cable. But for now, we're making wire, and that is what we were looking for. So that's the copper one. That'll be going for a while. Let me just go and check on the iron one real quick, and I think I'm gonna call it after that. It is getting kind of late where I am. So this episode, basically what we accomplished was upgrading the hub all the way to the max, and then automating some stuff. So now we've got some, and you can see the same thing is happening over here. The 30 iron per minute, that's making 60, so it's getting blocked up. But we made some automation over here in the iron, and then over at the copper. Next episode, what I'm going to try and do is hopefully unlock the splitter, so I can split this line to make it operate at peak efficiency, and we'll have this one make iron rods, and then later on we can make the iron rods and make screws. Alternatively, we can have one of those other veins over there making iron rods, and then those making screws. We'll see how it turns out. And then I want to make a concrete constructor over there as well. But yeah, so this is Satisfactory. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this, or maybe you have any suggestions for what I can do for the world. I'm still pretty open, so or if you have any suggestions for games I can play, I'm always open to try new things, spice it up a little bit. But that was my first video. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.